Leaders of the Fire Brigades Union, the FBU, have recommended re-affiliating to the Labour Party at a conference that they're going to hold next month. The union left the party in 2004 after a bitter pay dispute with the then Blair government. The FBU was one of the first trade unions to come out in support of the Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn. Well, let's talk to Matt Wrack, who is the General Secretary of the Fire Brigades Union. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi.
So why are you going to make this recommendation to conference?
Well, let's be clear, it's a debate that we're now embarking on, a discussion with our members. As you said, we were one of the early unions to support Jeremy Corbyn in his campaign for Labour leadership. He's a long-standing ally of trade unionism and of our own trade union in particular, a long-standing member of our parliamentary group along with John McDonnell, the Shadow Chancellor. So we see that the Labour leadership shifting very sharply to support trade unions, to support working people, to support public services. And we think that's a unique opportunity for workers and for trade unionists to discuss the direction of politics. And for us, that means seriously considering our relationship with Labour. We are in a different position than we were in 2004, so obviously there are differences, with devolution, with the rise of the SNP, so we're also taking account of different views across the union, particularly in Scotland, in Northern Ireland and so on, but that's a debate that we'll be having later on in November.
And so if the members do decide to go along with that, and in November that the union then affiliates with Labour, I mean, do you see that as a long-term situation, or is this purely tied to the leadership of Jeremy Corbyn, and were he to move on at some point, things might change for you?
No, clearly it's part of a strategy I mean, the issue has been debated at our conference every year since we disaffiliated, so there has always been some members who've thought we should affiliate to Labour, and that has not been the majority view since 2004. What we're saying from the executive is that clearly a strategy gives the union and other unions an opportunity to shift politics fundamentally in favour of working people against the trend that we've seen for the past 30 plus years, which in our view has been anti-worker, anti-trade union, anti-public service, and this gives us an opportunity for the long term to shift politics in our favour.
But will it shift in an electoral sense, though, do you think? Do you see Labour, its current incarnation, as one that can win power?
Absolutely. I think there's been a remarkable campaign in the media against Jeremy Corbyn and his leadership in an attempt to undermine him. Regrettably, some of that's come from within the Labour Party. But actually, our impression is that people are sick to the back teeth of politicians who all, to be honest, look the same, sound the same and spout the same policies. It is refreshing to hear someone who is clearly unapologetic about supporting working people, unapologetic about supporting the 6.5 million working people who are members of trade unions and supporting their rights, supporting public services. That, I think, gives people a real opportunity to vote for a change.
Matt Wrack, the General Secretary of the FBU.